Hi everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. This is Petal. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. It is beautiful in New York. Hello, Joyce and Fancy are two two wonderful squatties in the chat right now. Uh, Welcome to my very impromptu uh, podcast. Um, it just is one of those things you when you have a minute and you can do it, just jump on it. So I was like, well, I have a minute, so I'm gonna jump on it. I don't even have an agenda. I have no agenda for today at all. I'm just like I thought, let me see what's going on with my fave people. And I thought I'd come on here and say hello to everyone, see how all of you are doing, and just chat a little bit and chat, Sussex, Royal, whatever it is you are guys are is on your mind. Hello, guys. Catalina's there. Hello, Catalina. And Mary and Kathy Gabby. Hello, guys. How are you doing? Um, and Scott Goth. Oh my goodness. Hi, Scott. Hello. Oh, I see Kanita's here. Hello, Kanita. Hello, my friends. I see we all just hanging out and we're all up for chat. So again, welcome to Facts and Two Cents. Again, this is Puddle, and as you know, we are a channel that's supposed to Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry, Meghan, Archie, Baby Lily, Mama Doria, Poola Guy, the chickens, all of us here at Sussex Squad. Welcome. Um, if you are new here, or if you've been hanging with us for a while and you just haven't, that's fine too. Go ahead and click the subscribe button at the bottom of your video. Yes, we'd like you to subscribe and be part of our community officially. Definitely hit the subscribe button and then click that little bell right there, and so you know when we drop a video, like now when we do a really impromptu, you can just jump on and hang out with us for a bit. That would be awesome. So, yes. So, how are you guys? What's going on in your life? What's going on in your day? I would love to know. And so, this is going to be a call in. You can call in and chat with me. That would be awesome. Let's see who else is here. Hey, Verda Sanchez. Oh, Verda says she just got off work, just listening. Oh, well, goodness, Verda, you just right on time. Absolutely right on time. Hello, Mama J. How are you? And Myrtle Myers Hall. Hello, Myrtle Myers. How are you? And Robin and Almazy. Oh my goodness. And this here and Terry. Oh, I think I got Terry before. Terry is here and Ruth is here doing the little pink hands. I always laugh at those pink waving hands. It literally just comes up on the screen as pink waving hands. And Dolores and April May. And oh my goodness, Dansbird one. Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, here we go. And Robin is here, and Cynthia and Rootsy. Oh my goodness. All my peeps are coming in and hanging with me, and 111 of our other friends who are not in the, some of who are not in the chat at the moment. So welcome all. I am going to put okay, so I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So if you would like to call in and chat with me for a bit, that would be really awesome. Yep, links in the chat. So call in and chat with me and tell I mean, there's stuff going on. I have sort of been in and out of the royal stuff. Sometimes when you got projects, you have things, and if you're like me, you're falling behind and just about all of them. Um, and so you're trying to catch up. So you're kind of in and out of the creative world, and then you come into the royal world, and you're trying to doing all of these things together. And so the last few days of my head is, I've been sort of, my ear have been sort of, been focused on what's going on, but I've also been trying to take care of other creative stuff. So it's just been so, yeah, I'm not up on my receipts as I normally am. And so that will be for another day. But there are other things going on. Like, for example, Sunday coming up, I think it's Sunday is the 4th, is our baby Lily, who's not a baby anymore. Lily is gonna be her second birthday. Well, I can still say her baby, but again, I used to teach 1.5-year-olds that they did not like to be called baby. So I'm assuming Lily is one of those too. It's like, don't call me baby. I know baby. So she will be 2 on the 4th. And then we also have on the 6th Prince Harry's going to be back in the UK. He's going to be back there a couple of days later to testify at the trial against the Mirror and Mirror News Group. And so he's going to be there testifying. And, it's going to be a ruckus. We also have in the US this crazy right wing group being spurred on by right wing Telegraph in the UK, trying to get Prince Harry's immigration, that have it exposed. I mean, again, what this whole thing is, and I don't really want to spend time because I don't really want to give them any kind of attention, which is a lot. They're trying to drum up hate, and so I don't want to give them any more attention. But it's basically like a political hit job. It's, I heard someone today refer to it as that, and I thought, you know what, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a hit job, and they're just trying to make their lives miserable. And and again, going and basically using the US court to try to drive a British right wing obsession and harassment of the husband of an American citizen, which is what they're doing. And that's why they, chose to go to a court that has a judge appointed by Donald Trump, so it's just, again, this whole sick right wing. It's in the UK and it's also in the US. It's like they're working together to destroy, and that's all they're doing. That's what they're doing. And so I am not going to, that's all I'm going to say on that one. But it's really sickening to watch. And so I'm only glad that more and more people are just calling it for what it is and pointing out what it is and how sick it really is. And so, but anyways, there's that. And it's so funny. There is what's her name? Royal Suitor. She posted this, and I'm not sure. And I actually have to. I didn't even get a chance to tweet at her, send her a message asking where she got it. But it's the proceedings and proceedings at the end of the day, which is the court day, which I guess was yesterday or the day before. Which the proceedings. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, and this is the end of day, which was the end of day of the court session that Harry is going to be testifying at next week. This whole week, the rest of this week, they're on a break, and then it's going to pick up again next on the 6th next week with Harry's testimony. I think he's going to be testifying for 2 days, the 6th and the 7th, and so that's that's there's going to be drama. There's going to be drama with the press, and there's going to be a whole big stuff happening there. And the 6th is the same day that's going to be a hearing about stuff in the US as well. So R.S. Locke, Royal Suitor, posted this, and I'm just going to read it. It says, proceedings, says, unlawful information gathering trial against the Mirror is on hiatus this week. Prince Harry is scheduled to appear in person in London's High Court to give a witness testimony on June 6th and 7th, which is next week. The proceedings end of day. It says that brings an end to today's session, which was, I guess, a couple of days ago. Court is not due to sit next week and will return in June, when Prince Harry is expected to give evidence in his civil trial against the Mirror Group newspapers. There's a brief moment before we exit the court as legal counsel discuss with the judge how the royal should be addressed in court. Who knew that was a thing? So they are sitting there trying to discuss because again, no royal has ever gone and testified in court. So this is new for everybody. So they're all trying to figure out how should we address them in court. I'm like, Prince Harry would do, or Harry, however. So yeah, so that's a thing. So they, and then it says, they initially appear to opt for Your Grace. I'm like, Your Grace? They initially opt for Your Grace, followed by Sir, before agreeing to settle on a final decision before the beginning of his testimony. So before the beginning of his testimony on June the 6th, they're going to decide how to refer to Harry. And it's just like, Prince Harry would do, or Sir, he's a man. Yes, Sir would do. It's just, I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing. Anyway, it goes on to say, and this again was all posted by Royal Suitor, who is a freelance journalist. She is a squatty. She's amazing. And then it goes on to say, So before we leave you today, here's a quick recap of what we heard today, which is the last day of the court. It says ex-MGN lawyer Marcus Paddington, the sole witness for the day, was probed on his knowledge of alleged unlawful activity at MGM. He denied a suggestion by Prince Harry's lawyer, David Sherburne, that a letter he wrote to police following journalist arrest in 1999 was misleading. Mr. Paddington told the court that infringing on a person's privacy was a matter for editors, and the legal team did not need to know the source of the story to give advice. Probed on a previous comment he made about the former People's journalist being London's best criminal, Mr. Pottington denied he was related to it was related to phone hacking and was instead about a tobacco import sting. The former lawyer denied that he deleted emails spanning part of the period the claims cover, to conceal his knowledge of unlawful intelligence gathering. So this former lawyer is basically saying, "I don't know nothing. I didn't delete nothing. I didn't know nothing. It wasn't something. It was just like I'm innocent." And his thing is like, well, I gave advice. I didn't need to know where the information came from. It wasn't his job to know if it was legal or not. Never mind, he was a lawyer. You would think that would be right up his alley as a lawyer, but I guess it's just like, okay, interesting. So that was their last day of court. I'm assuming that was Monday. But anyway, I'm sorry. On Friday. So this is what she posted. So I'm not sure where if that came from like the official court. I've gotten a couple of their court documents, and I'm not sure if it came from that document or where she got it. So I will be emailing or messaging Royal Suitor who posted it, and so that I just because I want to know where that came from. Other things that's happening, now King Charles will be on a vacation, of course. Whenever stuff is happening, King Charles runs away. He never likes to deal with difficult things. So next week, while Harry is testifying in court, King Charles would be in Transylvania hiking or whatever it is he does. He has a home there. So he is going to be in Romania doing whatever it is he's doing over there, hiking and whatever else, and tuning out the world and pretending nothing is happening, as they all do in the royal family. So he's not going to be there. So of course, I guess that those reconciliation, olive branch, final nails in the coffin, all of those headline nonsense is gonna have to wait for another time because he's not going to be there. And apart from the 2 days of testimony, I don't know how long Harry is going to stay in the UK. I'm assuming he'll leave right away. Who knows? Don't know. Will Meghan and Harry and Meghan and the kids come with him? Don't know. I don't think they will. Obviously they don't have Frogmore anymore, and so don't know where Harry was staying. I basically don't know anything about this. Neither does anyone else. And that is wonderful because we don't know what the Sussexes are doing, and that is fine. We don't have to. When it happens, we'll see what's going on there. So, the press would love Meghan to be there because, then they will be able to write all kinds of craziness about what is going on in, with the Sussexes. What else? I posted in our community page today. Prince Harry did one of those behind the scenes cameo when James Corden's final day on the Late Show was, I think it was last month, the end of last month or something like that. And so we didn't know. I mean, I know they said like Harry Styles. It's so funny. Other than when Harry was on, I never saw the show. I've never seen the show other than the episode with Prince Harry. So apparently the other Harry, the singer, was on the show. Harry from the boy band. Harry Styles. Oh my goodness, Battle was on his show. Harry wasn't on the show, but Harry was there, a part of that, goodbye. And so I guess they had a party or whatever. And so Harry was seen in one of the behind the scenes footage that was, shown today. And apparently James Corden is back in LA. And apparently, I saw somebody posted a screenshot. Apparently, paparazzi they're still outside Harry and Meghan's their private community out there, still stalking them and claiming that James Corden visited them. How do they know? They tend to do the let's photograph some random SUV going into that community, and of course they're going to visit Harry and Meghan. So apparently they said that James Corden's car was seen going to Harry and Meghan's house. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of people live in that community. I'm sure, because again, it's a private community, they can't go in. They see a car turn up, and of course, Harry's the only one living in that whole community. So of course he has to go visit them. So whatever, which is very funny because apparently, wasn't it a week ago they were claiming that Harry didn't live there? It just never ends. It never ends with the British press. What else? King Charles has decided to fight, or at least he stepped down. Philip Schofield has now stepped down from the Prince's Trust, and it's so funny. I mean, how long has Philip Schofield been having this relationship with, quote unquote, again, relationship with this kid? How long? And so he didn't step down on from the, and him and the Princess Trust deciding he needed to go. That didn't happen because he was doing grooming that kid at all, and then have a relationship with that kid. He had to do it because now he's caught. Well, not caught, but now he's exposed. So then of course we need to fire him. So again, didn't let him go because of his actions. They just let him go because now people are talking about it and everybody knows about it and they don't want to look bad. Again, Prince Andrew, Jimmy Savile, pedo priest, all of those that are around Charles. And it's again amazing. Again, what Philip Schofield was doing has never been, it wasn't a secret to any of them. They all knew. Now, I don't know how much the princess show, but again, if you've been around that for so long, you can't tell me you didn't know. And again, these people, they don't, the action, what he did is not the reason why he had to step down. Again, you think of Charles's uncle, whatever Windsor got. I think it was Windsor, Lord Windsor, or whatever his name. Not Windsor. Lord Mountbatten, pedophile. He was like a father to Charles. Charles's favorite person in the world was a pedophile. Court case. I think it was in Ireland. I think that they just opened up some case where one of his victims, just testified about what Lord Mountbatten did to him. Again, it's all over the royal family. So for like this, it's like nothing's. Oh, you're doing this. Oh, okay. You can still, but if they catch you, if they expose you, then you gotta go. It's not because you were doing the action. It's because now you've been exposed. So that's going on. People are still talking about the Middleton family with their financial woes, including apparently her brother is also Kate's brother is also had financial issues. I think he was in the hole for loans. It's like, so they are, he has a failed business as well. So I guess that kind of money issues run in the family. And again, these are people that's supposed to be millionaires, which they probably are personally, but whatever business they are doing, it's not been managed well. And now they are both in financial messes. And, at least for the parents, their party pieces thing, the British public is on the hook for that money. If they can't pay that money back, the public is on the hook for that, so and again, why are these rich people, especially the family, they have all taken out these loans because of COVID, including Pippa Middleton. She married a multi-millionaire. He apparently also took out money, one of those, loan things, money for his stuff. And again, these people are multi-millionaires. Every time you turn around, Pippa and her husband is doing some addition to their home that is driving their neighbors and stuff crazy. And they're installing pool and all of this stuff. Yet they are taking out, taxpayer funded loan. I mean, it's craziness that these people are allowed to. And, And apparently, a lot of other rich people have done the same. Victoria, what's her name? That football guy's wife, Victoria Beckham, she was shamed, I think, when she did it. I think she was shamed into canceling it or something. So yeah, she got shamed right away. But we're now hearing about the Middletons. So there are all this stuff going on, and that and Megan bad crazy sister doing her crazy stuff as usual. So there is that happening as well. So we can chat about any and all of these things. I'm just going to go through again. That I'm just going to put the link in the chat again. Please call in if you'd like to. Don't be shy. Uh, call in and chat if you like. But I'm just going to stay in the chat and chat about all of those things if you are interested. And I'm just going to go through and see what you guys are saying and see what we can chat about. So let's see. Scrolling down. Don't mind my sniffling. I'm so sorry. It's allergies and everything else. So if you hear me sniffling, you know. Mary's like, hello, pedal and the mods. Yeah, so I'm assuming our mods are, they may or may not be here. This was, after all, a very impromptu, but that's okay. As I go through the chat, we'll see if any one of them are here, and if they are, we'll celebrate with our awesome moderators. Let's see. Thank you. Verda is giving some advice, Sister Mrs. Ann. If you see a troll in the chat, press your finger on their name and hit the block button, and they will be blocked. It takes a little time for the moderators to get here. So yes, please. Thank you, Verda. Thank you. If any one of you see a troll, I set the chat so that way, unless you have been a subscriber for over a week, so it seemed to have decreased the chat the trolls seem to have decreased since then. So hopefully no one joins us. We don't want to hear from you. You're free to listen, but there will be no trolling in our chat. So there you go. Dansby. Oh, wait. Oh, just lost my comments here. There we go. Dansbird wanted to know if anybody had the Kaboom link. I think we're about 88,000 now, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're about 88,000 now. So there you go. For Kaboom's fundraiser. Let's see what else. Thierry says, baby Lily is a big girl now probably keeping Archie really busy. Absolutely. I'm sure getting in all of his things and annoying him to death, because big brother and big sister do not like little sister sometimes, because they get all up in your business. So yes. So little Lily is gonna be 2. It's so amazing. There's been so many things that has happened since this child has been born. It's just from one thing to another. It's amazing. Kenita says, what's happening in Florida? I heard crazy people are in court trying to get Harry back in the UK. Yes. Think right wing nutcases, MAGA people. Yes, exactly. It is really, really ridiculous. So, but again, when you're dealing with the right wing, when you're dealing with any of these, especially Trump appointed people, Trump appointed judges, the US has not been the same since Donald Trump has been president. It hasn't. I mean, the respect for the law, people following the law, judges following the law, the Supreme Court. I mean, everything has been a mess. And so democracy has been a mess. So the things that you would say able to rely on in the past, like, for example, a judge following the letter of the law, or any of those things, policing, which, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, whatever, before. But all of those things they don't work the way they use it. I mean, democracy in the US is literally hanging on by its fingertips. And were we to have a right-wing president again, it will be gone. So I think we need to be prepared. I mean, there's a reason why when this whole thing with Meghan's bat crazy sister, the first time I talked about that, I'm like, This is filed in Florida. Expect anything, because Florida, anything with that, anything with Florida as very right wing, whatever, it is not going to operate. I mean, we are still with this case a year and something later. And so, and yeah, so it's just nothing functions. Stuff that you thought was law before is now treated as a suggestion, you know. And so nothing is really operating as it should. And so we should not bury our heads in the sand thinking like, oh, the law is going to take care of it. All the courts are going to take care of it. The immigration department will stand. No, a lot of them will not stand up. They will not do what is right. They will do what makes them popular within the party that they support. And you see that over and over and over in the US. And one of the things that I say all the time is that I'm hoping people, who are looking at this are not making the same mistakes that we made before that orange one took office. Because a lot of times it's like, we mock, for example, Ron DeSantis and all of these things. It's the same thing that was done before Donald Trump got in office. And you see what happened. And you see, we are still suffering the effects of that presidency. And were any one of them to go back in office, we can just kiss this country goodbye, because all of it is going. So, yeah. I mean, we are at the point where in Florida, they're literally banning books. And so you're like, what? Yeah, we're banning books. I mean, I think it was Tennessee or whomever just a couple of days ago banned women from leaving the state to go to another state to have an abortion. I mean, this country is nothing what it was before Donald Trump took over. And so we shouldn't, with all of this stuff, is just don't expect, I don't expect any of these people to do the right thing. Especially if they are right-wing leading, I expect none of them to do the right thing, because more chances than not, they won't, so. Oh, Church Nelly is here. Hi, Church Nelly, our awesome moderator. She's like, happy hump day, happy hump day. How are you, my dear Church Nelly? Hope you are doing well. Hello to you and all the other awesome South Carolina squaddies. So there we go. Thank you. Let's see. Who else? Kenita says they are harassing Harry and Meghan, which is exactly what they're doing. That's the point. That's why they're doing it. They want to. It's again. It's how the royal. It's like the whole nation of narcissists, and it functions. The press, the government, and the royal family. It functions as a mafia. If we we did a whole episode of how the press and the government on Jersey Island, how it functions, and how it's basically they have people that is supposedly elected to run that island, where they because it's a dependent of the crown, which is basically now King Charles is there, so he's basically the head of Jersey Island. They claim like, oh no, it's independent, they have their own government, whatever. But no, how it's run, it's like they all operate the same way. One of the people that they basically have hounded out of Jersey Island literally said the same thing that Harry is going in. When you go against and you out the government, or you out any of those leaders that, basically are corrupt as heck in Jersey Island, they're like, you cannot stay on that island. They will destroy you. They'll destroy your job. They'll destroy your family. You cannot stay on that island. They will destroy you because the press, they will use the press, and again, they all operate as a mafia. They will destroy your life, so you have to leave. And it's one of those things, and you're seeing exactly the same pattern whenever you have the crown involved in anything. They will destroy your life if they cannot control you. And we're seeing it's playing out right before us. To the point where now they are trying to use the American government to be a part of their, basically, for me, looking at it, that's criminal what they're doing. And so, yeah, it really operates as the mafia. And so I'm like, I'm of the belief that the royal that whole royal monarchy needs to go, because for me it's just literally there to destroy lives. I don't see the benefit of this. I literally don't see that. Yeah, you could talk, oh, it's great soft power, whatever, but anyone could do what the monarchy is doing and better, you know, and a lot cheaper. You don't need the monarchy to do what they do, and you could do it for a fraction of what it costs the British people. And then they wouldn't be, people wouldn't go out of their way to try to destroy and control other people's lives because they decide to leave. And so, yeah, it's a cult. It's really like what it's like leaving a dangerous cult. And that's what this is. Let's see. And Louis says, she's talking to Kenitha, royal family cannot cope and have elderly family members carrying out duties. They want Harry to carry out heavy lifting with no consideration about his family, only the future's children. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they want, but it's just, it's the royal family seem to not know what it is they really want to do. They don't want to do the work they're supposed to do. But the people who were actually doing the stuff, they don't want them there because they take attention from them. And it's just like, what is it you want? You want, you don't want to do the work, but yet the people that were doing the work and were getting, praise, and they were getting stuff done and having an impact, you don't want them there because you don't want to get attention, but you don't really want to do the work. And the ones that would actually, would go do the work are so elderly, you got to literally have to prop them up. And so it's I'm telling you, and I know Harry is not anti-monarchy. He just is not, he doesn't subscribe to how it's run, and his thing, if Harry had his way, he would clean out every single person who is, who works for that, staff it with people who actually want to do something and want to make an impact in the world, so that's very interesting. But they have their people propping them up and all. They, I can't get over that picture where Sophie and Edward was propping up one of the ladies. It was just like, oh my gosh, just let the lady just sit home and put her feet up or something. It's craziness. Let's see. Blackweed says they can't bring themselves to address Harry as Your Highness, eh? I guess they will probably settle for Sir, I reckon. That would have never crossed my mind as to how to address him. He still has his Royal Highness title. He just doesn't use it. So they do have that option as well. Not that, I don't know that Harry would want to, use it, but I don't think he would, I don't think he would say anything to, if it, oh, Verda's here. Verda, I didn't even see you down there. Okay, we'll get to Gorilla. I don't think Harry would say, no, you cannot call me Prince Harry. Just call him Prince Harry. Hello, Verda. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Miss Petal?
I am good. It's so good to hear your voice.
Thank you, ma'am. Just sitting here in Mississippi. It is hot down here. We are running close to 100 degrees. So, and it is not even summertime yet. So, but anyway, not to keep you long. First of all, I wanted to send out a prayer for Miss Cookies and Cream and her family, Miss V10 Powell and her family, and Miss Cynthia Thor. They are going through some of the worst stuff that you can go through during this time. And I would like for the Sussex family prayer warriors to join together and to say a prayer for them. Second of all, I would like all the Sussex Squad family to send a prayer for Prince Harry and Princess Meghan and their family during this time of trial and tribulation, because the devil is busy and he is loose. But I want to let everybody know, although you may be worried and it may scare you, know that God is in control. Know that God's hand and his shield of light and love surrounds that family. Also,
Mm-hmm.
the Sussex Squad family. The prayers that we pray are going directly to heaven. And I just want everybody to have faith. Let God
Mm-hmm.
take control of this, and whatever his will, it's going to be done. And not
Mm-hmm.
man, not the devil, or anybody else can come in between and stop what God is going to let happen.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
And as far as this heritage house crap that is going on, it makes me very angry that they would waste the time of our
Mm-hmm.
courts and of our taxpayers' money going after one man because he admitted to doing drugs back in his younger days. My thing is this was a young man who was going through trouble and trials of his own, losing his mother. Okay. If that was the only way that he could get through his day, smoking marijuana or whatever, then what is the problem? Yes, there
Mm-hmm.
is a better way, but being in that family that he was in, that seemed to be his only escape. He was honest with it, he was true with it. And I don't like the idea that these people are trying to get his visa information, because a lot of that information about him, because he is the son of a king, or anyone else actually, is very sensitive information, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they are not, I don't see American citizens worried about Prince Harry's visa here. It seems to be
Nobody here
coming
is,
from the
yeah, nobody here is
UK.
worried about that. Yeah, no.
Exactly, exactly. It seems to be coming from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, why are they letting these people, these demons from the UK, cause chaos and havoc in the United States, messing with Prince Harry? And when you mess with Prince Harry, you mess with our Duchess Meghan Markle and her family, and that is not right.
Right.
That is not right. Don't let these demons from another country come in our country and start this crap. Do you know how many back cases we got?
Mm-hmm.
That needs to be in court, that these judges or this judge needs to be hearing, except, instead of messing around trying to run, or continue to run somebody else's life.
Yep.
I don't like to hate people, but I hate what they do, and it
Mm-hmm.
messes with my spirit. It
Mm-hmm.
messes with my spirit, and I have to pray a lot, y'all. When I tell you I have to pray a lot, I have to pray a lot, because there is time, honey, when I want to lose my religion, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I try not to go there. But
Yep.
like I said, I mean, it's just, someone that is in higher office needs to step up and say, listen, okay, y'all are not going to waste American taxpayer money on this bull crap, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Going after this man who has done nothing but been a good person, a good citizen. They're helping people here in the United States. They're helping people all over the world. They are doing what God wants them to do. They are using their platforms for goodness, not evilness.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just like, please leave these people alone, okay?
Right.
Everybody has a right to privacy. Leave them alone. In the United States, there are so many different states that marijuana is legal in. Everybody may not agree with it. That's fine. I don't smoke it myself, but I ain't gonna judge nobody else, because if they're going through PSTD or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that they need something to calm their nerves. It's just like
Right.
drinking green tea or chamomile tea or something like that. To each his own. But this thing
Yep.
has just got me it's just a mess with my spirit.
Yep.
And when it goes to mess with my spirit, like I said, I be want to lose my religion. But I just,
Mm-hmm.
wanted to say,
Yep.
Sunset Squad family, I love you guys. We love each other. We are a community. We are God-fearing children. And
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to continue to pray, not only for Prince Harry and his family, but our family members that are going through.
Yep.
If there is anybody that need prayer, if you are going through a financial situation, if you are going through a medical situation or a spiritual situation, let us know. You don't have to tell us what it is. Just say, pray for me, and we
Mm-hmm.
will be on that prayer train, sending
Mm-hmm.
prayers up for you. Okay?
Thank you,
And
Verda.
Miss Petal,
Thank
thank you so much
you.
for allowing me to come through. Now, A lot of them done heard my voice before, but y'all know now when I get to going, I get to go.
Yeah,
I
it's so
be
good to
preaching, honey.
finally
I be
hear your
preaching.
voice.
Look,
Nadine, I see you there. Just connect your device. Hang on, Verda. Nadine, connect your device because I see you popped up, but it says your device is not connected. So whether it's your headset or something, so I want to hear from you, but connect whatever it is. It's not connected, so I can get you on. Okay, so Nadine, I hope you got that. So Verda, yes, it's so good to hear your voice. Oh, Connie is sending you flowers.
oh, thank you, Miss Carnegie. Okay, well, Miss Nettle, I am not going to hold you up. I just had to get that off of my chest, and I just want to make sure that all of our Sussex Squad family around the world know that
Mhm.
we are a loving family, and we will come together, and
Yeah.
we are ride or die for Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, or anybody that is being done wrong in this world. Okay, because that don't
Mhm.
make sense. We all trying to make it to heaven. I ain't trying to go to hell, and I'm
Right.
trying to make it to heaven, and I'm sure a lot of us are trying to make it to heaven. We just have to have faith in God, and we have to
Mhm.
let God do what He is going to do.
Yep.
Okay. And so I
Fantastic.
love you guys. I am praying for
Oh, we love you,
everybody. Thank
Verda.
you for letting me be on. I really appreciate it.
You're
And I'll see
welcome.
you guys later.
Okay, you try to stay calm, cool in Mississippi, my love.
I sure am going to try. All right. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye. Oh, it's so good to hear Verda's voice. That's so great. Nadine, I still see you there, but you're still saying you're not connected. So please connect. Please connect so we can hear you. Um, uh, and anyone else who'd like to call in, thank you so much, Verda. Yes, much prayers needed. Here we go. Nadine is here. Hello, Nadine.
Hi, squaddies.
Hi.
For me, I'm just really upset of the situation with what is going on with Harry and
Mm-hmm.
the national heritage. It is just really abhorrent and really, terrible what they are
Mm-hmm.
doing to him. That is harassment and bullying. I think
Mm-hmm.
we, the squad, should be putting up something or signatures, put out some petition to say this is not right. You
Right.
understand?
Yep.
I may not. I've been listening to the other platforms, also with yours, but I've been doing my own thing in terms of writing poems. Every time things come up with Harry and Meghan, I do write poems when they go to in terms of when they went the coronation, as well as what happened the last time. So I wrote a poem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys want to listen to it.
Yes, please share your poem.
We believe you. That's the name of the poem.
Mm-hmm.
The world watched in horror at the news that Harry and Meghan was in a near catastrophic accident. Are they being silenced? We watched as they were placed in a similar position as his mom Diana, try to drum.
Nadine? Oh no. Nadine, we lost you.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you read that again because we lost you for there?
Okay, shall I start over again or should
Yes,
I?
please.
Okay. The world's watching horror at the news that Harry and Meghan was in a near catastrophic accident. Are they being silenced? We watch as they were placed in a similar position as his mom Diana, try to drum up euphoria. They were chased by paparazzi for nearly 2 hours. Can you believe it? These people trying to get the money picture, surrounded by a pack of wolves. They were looking terrified. That is so sinister. To think these tabloids media would go to such a length to spread vitriol and hate to a woman and couple they say were irrelevant or stale. They drum up so much hate against them in order for people to maim them. But we see through you. We see through the bullshit, you wicked occult.
Nadine, we lost you again.
I'm
So let's see. You hang on. Let's do. There's something with your mic that's happening here.
Is it?
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
I just have to post it to you guys because I'm coming in and out. I'm not
You're
sure
going.
what is happening, but I
Okay.
mean, maybe I have to post it or
Well, I can hear you
something.
now if you want to continue.
Okay.
So be careful with your mic because for some reason it keeps going and the mic keeps turning off.
Okay.
So
Um,
maybe yeah. So
yes,
yeah. So
I'll go
just
on.
continue.
Let's see it for what it is. Assassins with the okay of the you know who cohorting with the owner of these papers. They are in bed. We, the world, we see you, and we are watching. Harry has his case against the mirror. How strange is this to say? We have people who are powerful. We can do a Diana. You artless brutes parading like you are cute. What you are doing is to destroy these people's lives. You don't see them as human, so let's ruin them as they have no rights. You have the gall to say they are lying. They are making up stories. The truth is there. We are all aware, but you are bare-faced disgrace. You are nothing but vampires trying to suck the blood out of these people. That is so evil.
Hmm. I lost you again there, Nadine. um, let's see if we could get Nadine coming back. That is so powerful poem, and I want to hear all of it. So Nadine, if you're hearing me,
Are you
uh,
there?
there we go. So we got until
Okay.
yours that is so evil. So continue from
Yes.
evil.
Okay, that is so messed up. They have children to go home to, and yet you want to see them hurt or worse off dead. As one paparazzi said, I may be the one to get the last picture of them alive. Only sick minds operate like this. You are so vile, vicious in your relentless attack against two human beings who only told their truths, their stories, instead of having someone telling it for them. You are making money off them. So, in order to satiate your appetite, starting a smear campaign against them in delight, a slash and burn, let's tear them down. As per that famous song, you can fool some people some of the time, but not all the people all the time. You get all these sycophants ranting and hating someone they do not know. Wait until
Ah, we lost Nadine again. Oh my goodness. I so want to hear the rest of this poem. Um
hospital. I'm not
um
sure what
okay,
is
here
going
okay,
on.
here. Go ahead, Nadine. Let's hear the rest of it.
You wanted Meghan to leave. You got what you wanted, but not knowing Harry would leave. You all bend up in a steel trying to get him deported back to your country. Even put out a bounty, trying to separate Harry and Meghan at any cost. Leave them alone. They already proved to you that love wins. Harry will not come back begging. They have the money pat down, safe and sound, you the Rangers. We see what you're doing. There's a big world watching the spectacle. We're not taking this lightly. There are receipts out there. All eyes are on you. Meghan and Harry, we believe you.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that it had to break
No,
up
why
like
are you
that. I'm not sure.
sorry? I mean, the only thing I'm sorry is because you kept going in and out. But yeah, it could just be a Teresa saying it could also be a Wi-Fi issue. That is just so powerful. Can
Yes, I've
you,
been
you
writing.
know, yes.
I'm not able to.
Oh yeah, I think we lost you again. But you know what? If you're hearing me, Nadine, if you can either, because I'd love for us to hear the whole thing. And since you're
Yes.
having Wi Fi issues, can you record yourself saying it and send it to me? You can email it to me at Fox and Two Cents and I will play it. Um, and
Okay.
or you can send me the written and I'll just post it on our community page, whichever one. But
Uh,
I'd love to hear you saying it.
yes.
Would you be able to record yourself and we can put it in post it so everybody could hear it?
Okay. Do I send it to your email at Facts and Two Cents?
Yeah, let me put my email there right now. So if any, yeah,
Okay.
facts and 2 cents at gmail.com. All right, so it's in the chat right now.
Okay. Thank you ever
So
so much,
yeah,
and
so
thanks
send
for
it to
having
me.
me on.
Yeah, record yourself and send it to me. Um,
Okay.
and I will, because I want everybody to hear it, the whole thing instead of with it.
Okay.
We have to stop.
Yes, but I'll do that. I'm going to be getting ready for work, but I'll do that. But I've been listening here in the background, and I'm just so today is like really over the top with
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
going on. All right.
yeah.
Bye.
But oh, thank you so much, Nadine.
You
I so appreciate you sharing that with us, and I look forward to hearing the whole thing together.
okay? Oh well. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thanks, Nadine.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Wow. Yes, Evelyn says, great poem. We really do believe Meghan and Harry. Yes, we do. We do believe them. And I'm the thing about it that I'm seeing more and more is they're people are really angry about how they're treated. And rightfully so. Because, it's gotten to the point where no, it's like, no, this is ridiculous. No one should be treated like this. This is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah. Let's see. Um, and I think too, we one of the things I've been careful too is even saying their name because right now what they're trying to do is get attention. They're trying to do is get the most attention to so that they can create outrages. What they're trying to do is build outrage against the Sussexes, against Harry. So I have been trying very hard to not be on Twitter talking about them a lot because this is what they want. They want our attention and they want to use our attention to build a bigger base and build more get more people on their side to create outrage. So I'm also trying to not do that part too. Let's see. Oh, this is a good way. So Nadine, if you ever call back, here's a good thing to do. Fatima is saying, if you're on the phone, Nadine, keep touching your screen. Don't let lock out, or don't let it lock out. So that may be why she also kept going in and out. So this might be good if anybody else is calling in and you cut out. This may be a good thing to know as well. Oh, Tyra said, she brought me to tears. Yes. Yes, definitely. What an incredible poem. So I look forward to hearing the whole of it. So hopefully soon Nadine will send that poem into us. So let's see who else is chatting and what you guys are saying. Sylvia says there is truly something wrong with the media tabloids in the UK. Meghan has been treated like she is not human. Yeah, this has been for so long. This has been going on, and it's like there's no very few people there that have any kind of anything to stand up and say, you know what, this is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. And again, it's like this cult mentality in this bubble that they all have the same mentality, and there's no one among them that will stand up and say, you know what, no, this has to end. This is wrong. So and again, that's why the Sussex is their only legal recourse. The only court recourse to fight back is through the courts. And so that's and that is, and again, with fighting through the courts, then you have it on a record. So there's no guesswork as to what happened. You can look at the legal document and see what happened. So yeah. Let's see. Colleen says, I believe the royal family is behind this covertly marriage and immigration foolishness. These evil people must be stopped. I mean, obviously we have no evidence or proof, but would I be shocked? No, I don't think anybody would be shocked if that's the case. And again, there are a lot of royalists, when Harry and Meghan left, where Harry basically walked off and basically They feel like him leaving their, white supremacist mothership is an indictment on them, so that's defying the mothership where you should be bowing down to, apparently, and they don't take too kindly to that. So they feel like they must teach him a lesson, and he must come back and pledge allegiance and bow down to white supremacist mothership. That's this whole thing. How dare they walk out? How dare they? And this is where, for me, the royal family, the monarchy it's just like, no, this is a cult. This is not fit for human beings, because it's literally there to destroy. If you're not part of us, if you have the audacity to walk out and speak out against what we've done, then we will destroy you. And people around it will not stand up and speak out. So let's see. Strolling up to see what y'all saying. Teresa, I'm assuming Teresa's talking about Nadine, Nadine's poem. This is so great. Just listening to all the Squatties' love for the Sussexes and the Squatty family. Oh, I know. It is, yeah. Thank you so much again, Nadine. Let's see. Yeah, that definitely was powerful. That poem was definitely powerful. Thank you, Andrea. And thank you to Nadine again. Let's see. Let me see. What else? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Let's see. Wendy Loman says, Kate no longer, she's talking to Gwendolyn, Kate no longer labeled lazy. She is working overtime, doing royal duties, and all of a sudden, while her Middleton family going bankrupt. Well, working overtime and literally, quote unquote, working in the royal family. Well, it's a royal version of what work is, shall we say. The royal version of their 45-minute in their community, in their neighborhood work that they do. And so, yeah. No, she hasn't had that lazy. I mean, I think she's been out there a little more than even William has been out there. He's not even trying to do anything, it seems. And I haven't gotten, I haven't read the whole thing again. My attention has been a little bit divided. I saw about William just teamed up with YouTube. I was like, well, what do you know? I'm on par with the royalty. He just teamed up with YouTube to work, I guess to broadcast his Earthshot mess. I guess PBS didn't work out the last time. So he is now partnered with YouTube to, whatever videos and stuff like that. The fact is they've had a YouTube channel. I mean, I don't know how many subscribers they have there, but apparently it hasn't done as well as they would hope. And I'm like, look, if you're going to have a YouTube channel, you're going to have to actually put stuff, of substance there. Even, apparently they've started doing these like TikTok like videos and stuff like that, I'm like, again, when you're in the business of what you're supposed to be doing with the charities and all of that stuff, little TikTok like videos can only get you so far. There is no meat and potatoes. If there's no meat and potatoes to your work, that's just not going to work either. So you can have a YouTube channel, which they have. You can partner with YouTube all you want. But if your content and if the things that you're doing have no substance, people are not going to follow you. They might subscribe to it for a minute because it's, okay, it's something new and maybe you would. But again, you're still going to have content. You're still going to have to do something. You're still going to have to deliver. And that's the thing with Earthshot Prize. They have the people, apparently, they have the money, they have the platforms. they just don't have the content. They don't have stuff that will hook people. They don't, it's not something that people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have nothing better, nothing else to do today. I want to just put up my feet and I'm gonna watch this Oh, I hope you can hear me. They're not gonna just sit there and do, they're not gonna sit there and just, okay, I'm just gonna listen to Prince William do, it's just nonsense. They're just not gonna do that. And so unless William, um, and I hope my mic didn't go out for a long time. It's just for some reason I just noticed that it just went off there. Um, and just let me know if I was, my mic was off for a long time. That would be great. Having mic issues, but for me, it's just like William is going to have to, he's gonna have to deliver on content, and so he can have all the partners he wants. And it's kind of funny with William and YouTube, and then obviously with Harry and Meghan having Netflix. It's like William and Spotify. William's like, well, I gotta have something, they teamed up with BBC as well, and we see how much that helped. Again, you could have all the partners in your world, but if you don't have the content that people want, it's not going to be successful. And so, very, very interesting with that. Let's see. Lucy says William should be ashamed. This persecution and harassment of Harry and Meghan is something he started. Now the Daily Fail will not listen to William and Charles, even if they wanted to stop it, because they hate Harry. I mean, you know, I just hope with with all these court cases that people, that it create, and again, that it creates the kind of impact where things are going to change. And I, Sonia, whether she starts Tig or not, or they do something else, I hope that Meghan and Harry are able to, not only as Harry testifies in the UK that it creates change, but I hope that they are able to start their own news outlet or something, whether it's through TIG or whatever, where they are writing their own articles, where they are putting out their own content, where they're not relying on, I know they have Brianna Gordon, but Brianna Gordon writes for the Telegraph. Telegraph is the outlet that this crazy heritage people are working with to get him deported, you know and I hope that they're able to put out the kind of content that they want to, not relying on American press or the British press. And so yeah, I totally either restart to it, TIG, or something else. But whatever it is, I really, really do hope that they're able to start just whatever content they want, whether it's via podcast, whether it's via whatever, that they're able to, that it comes from them and not through being fed through the American press or the British press in any way, shape, or form. um Teresa's like, I do miss Tig. I would love to see it back. I've never been because Tig was before my time, before I knew Meghan existed. I didn't know anything about it. And so by the time again, I kind of came in this at the baby shower, Archie's baby shower. So obviously Tig and all of that was gone. She had already given that up. So I don't know. I mean, I know about it. Some people have, I don't even know how they got it. Like they would post like this was on TIG or that was on TIG. I don't even know how they got it since the site is defunct. But I wasn't around for, or at least I didn't know her when she had that. But what I've seen so far is great. So I mean, however, I just hope that they're able to, again, Beyonce doesn't really, I mean, once in a while she will grace us with her presence in some, fashion magazine or something, but she doesn't rely on the press to do her stuff. Rihanna doesn't rely on the press to do her, you know what I mean? And yes, they have a bigger platform, but Harry and Meghan have a huge global platform. They really don't need the press. And so I hope that, they will start really focusing on their own stuff and, not deal with the press of any kind. So that's just my thing. Let's see a few more before we end. Let's see. Hmm. Valerie says, you're correct. Come to Gally, you're correct. I'm not on Twitter, but the squad needs to spread the news about the UK press using Heritage Foundation to abuse. Yeah, it's on Twitter. A lot of people are talking. I mean, it is a double-edged sword. It is a double-edged sword with this stuff because you don't want to give Heritage the attention that they're looking for, which obviously they're trying to create as much outrage, as especially the hearing in the US is the same day that Harry is also testifying in court in the UK. So they're trying to create as much drama around that as possible. And so you don't try, you don't want to give them that. And on the other hand, people are calling out, and which is what people are doing, calling out just this is harassment and it's ridiculous. Nobody in America is calling for this. Nobody's asking for this. We don't care. We have much more important issues to worry about than Prince Harry and his visa. We have a lot of other issues. I mean, gun violence. We have Florida. There people are banning books, abortion issues. I mean, all this kind of stuff. We have elections coming up. We have the debt ceiling to worry about. We have crazy Republicans run. I mean, it just. I mean, then on top of that, we have Trump and his MAGA. We have things to worry. We don't have time to be dealing with nonsense. And so to use the American court in this way is despicable. And, but again, it's America. People are free to sue for any stupid thing they want to sue for. That's just how it works, unfortunately. And, if it was a different time, I would say the judge might fine them for wasting the court's time. But again, this is a MAGA, this is judge appointed by Trump. And that's why they went to there. And so you got to expect anything. I don't expect these people to ever uphold the law. And so maybe he will surprise us and do. So we will see. Um, let's see. Um, I am scrolling up to see what else you guys are saying. Um, don't mind me. I'm just scrolling. It's like Pella's quiet there. I'm just scrolling to see what y'all are saying. Teresa says, in Canada, Tig and her work with Smart Set, my favorite store. There you go. Isn't there a store she worked with in Canada as well? I think it's called Lomans or something. She did like a fashion line or something for them. Is it Lomans? I think it's called. I could be wrong, but Teresa, let me know if I'm wrong. I think it's Loman or something, or Newman. Wait, no, is it Newman's? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I got the whole thing wrong, but this store she did like a whole collection for. Let's see. Lola Love says at Joe, she's talking to Joan. Nobody's talking to me. I'm just jumping into your conversation. It says Harry and Meghan are very deliberate in their action. It is not their nature to return the evil or throw punches to win in the end. However, like you said, if it were me, I would kick butt. Yeah, they don't punch down. They're not people that punch down. So many people are like, oh, she should sue Lady C with her nonsense. She should sue and Angela Levin. She should sue Tom Bauer. And it's like, which they can, but that's punching down because the only person that will win there is Angela Levin, Lady C, and Tom Bauer. Why? Because they are desperate for attention. You sue them, you give them global attention. They don't care if they make money. They don't care if they lose. You're giving them what they want. That's, attention. And so, and on top of that, they are not poor, they're not rich people. So what are you going to get out of that? You're not going to get money, and you're not, even if you win, so and then the other argument is, look, what's her name, oh, I forgot the singer. She just sued that YouTuber recently for $4 million, and she won. Great. But is that YouTuber ever going to be able to pay her for $4 million? And I mean, I'm sure she can. Every money that she has will go to Cardi B. I'm sorry, will go to Cardi B, and any kind of money she makes and stuff like that. But at the, again, you have to, Harry has 6 lawsuits, and then Meghan is dealing with her crazy sister. I mean, at some point they want to work. At some point they want to focus on their own lives instead of, what people, all this stuff people are doing to them. So hopefully, this craziness with her sister, and then this craziness with these right-wing nutcases would soon go away, and they can just live their life in peace. I just want them to have peace. That's all I want. I want them to have peace. So yeah. So those billionaires don't need any advice how to run their YouTube channel from our positive channels. They are many listening to our channel daily in order to make changes or do mischief. That's that's a point. That definitely is a point. I mean, look. Yeah, you're right. Let me just shut my mouth and leave them alone. um, let's see. Let's see. Donna says, I believe Megan is waiting for the case with Samantha to be over before she release anything more. Could be. I mean, you just want that out of the way, so that way when you focus on something else, it just, you don't have that over, you don't have that on your head or that on your shoulders dealing with as well. So hopefully, the most of this case has been thrown out. I don't even know why the judge gave Samantha this reprieve where she was able to amend stuff. I'm like, it's just end this. It's like part of it feels like these judges, like, they just want to hang on to this and don't want to let it go. And it's just like, come on, Florida. I know you're Florida and all, but gosh, enough of this. So yeah, it just anyways, moving on. Let's see. Let's see. Andrew says, oh, wait, wait, there we go. Says, Prince Harry's private information, as everyone's, is on a visa application. This isn't given out. It's the U.S. federal info, the U.K. This is distraction from Harry taking the stance there. Yeah, I mean, look, we just have to look at, what happened in New York, and then after, I mean, all of this stuff is distraction. Every single thing trying to throw, I mean, this is like kitchen sink now, come throwing at Harry and Meghan to distract, to make them afraid, to make them pull back, to make them not go forward with the case. I mean, they are throwing everything at them. And honestly, expect more, because I'm sure this is not the end of it. They will come with everything. And of course, it's so funny, Charles, conveniently, I'm going to Transylvania to go hike. And I know, my phone is not even going to be working. So I don't want to know nothing. It's like, so very interesting. Don't be surprised if you hear William and Kate are out of the country. Well, probably not going to be out of the country since Charles is, but, you know, don't be surprised as, oh, they've taken a vacation. They're not here either. Don't be surprised. Let's see. Wendy says, Anne Louise, he did. You're right. Before Harry moved to the US, Willie and Kate got credit for Harry's work, especially mental health. Very true. Very, very, very true. And which is a lot of reasons why they want them back. Because Harry does the work, William get the credit. There you go. And I love Harry is like, Harry wants, love and peace. One of the things Harry wants for his life, space. Harry's enjoying that space. You go, Harry. Let's see what else. Simon says, I am excited that Suits is coming to Netflix. Yes, it is. I think it's coming June 16th. I think it is. Apparently the first 8 seasons of Suits. I think that's coming. I don't know that they're doing the last 2. I guess I'm assuming the last 2 is when after Meghan left. So I don't think they're doing the last 2 seasons or the last season, whatever it is. I think they did 10 seasons. So they're doing the first 8, I think. So yep, if you don't have Netflix, get Netflix. And if you got it, if it's sort of just there, just make sure you got it so you can watch Suits. And I think finally I'm gonna sit here and watch Suits and finally use up my Netflix membership that I tend to forget that I have sometimes. Let's see. Karen Warner says the UK is not going to stop unless America put their foot down and say no more to this harassment. Very true. I believe that somebody in government or something, and whether it's this court or somebody from immigration, needs to say enough. We will not tolerate this. And so, hopefully they do. Hopefully they do, because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so, yeah. And I think the British press have gotten to the point where they feel empowered to do this, because if you guys remember, when Trump was in office, someone from the Daily Mail, prompted Trump to go attack the Sussexes about their security. When he's like, Americans is not going to pay for security, when Harry and Meghan had to put out a statement like, we didn't ask you to pay for it. Our security is already paid for, And so it's, yeah. And I think that's the reason, that's where it started, where they feel empowered to use their position, whether in the press, to, going after the audacity to go after, yes, he was the orange one and everything, but still, to use a press conference to do something and asking about Harry and Meghan. And I think that's where that whole thing started. And someone does need to put their foot down and says, you know what, this is harassment and we will not tolerate it. So yeah, it's really, really ridiculous. Kim Coates corrected. The store is Reitman's. There you go. Right. It was like Lowman's. Reitman's. Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate it. And Reitman's is the store that Meghan did when she was living in Canada. And on Suit, she did a whole clothing line for, and did like it seemed like commercials or something like that for them as well. For when Meghan says, ladies, it's Reitman's. So cute. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see a couple more before we go, because I have to jet out in a minute. Wendy says, the UK press is silent on the New York car chase. Maybe liability. Yeah, I think, even the American press, they've all, ever since that, a few days later, everybody has gone silent. One, I think because, too, Harry was recording and they don't know what Harry has. Harry has said nothing, Meghan has said nothing, their legal team has said nothing. And so you don't want to go messing with anything or doing anything when you don't know what he has. And so everybody's kind of been on their P's and Q's, it seemed a little bit with that. So we will see. We will see. And again, Harry has a lot on his plate. And, if he wants to bring, I don't know, a legal case against the paparazzi company, he has a lot of time he can, that he can do that. So that's not something that he has to deal with right away. Gosh, he has enough on his plate right now. So yeah. Oh no, Anne is not a troll. Who said you're a troll? You're not a troll. No, Anne Lewis is not a troll. She's a squatty. I can attest. Let's see. Um, Donna says the monarchy can't control the tabloids. They are mad that Prince Harry has gotten this far without Charles and William stopping him. So the tabloids are in charge. Yeah, and plus the royal family are very much, it's that thing where they're afraid of the tabloids, but they also do have some control of, some control of it as well. The fact that they could say, we don't want you in our rota anymore. So they kind of rely on each other to make a living. They rely on each other, to survive. So it's crazy. It's really, really, really crazy, that relationship between them. And I have to believe a lot of Harry's testimony will be about that relationship between the press and the royal family, and exposing that, and whether that is confirmation, whether he has a lot of proof of the confirmation of phone hacking or any of those things. I think more than ever he wants to put out in the public domain the relationship between the palace and the press. And so we will see exactly what happens there. Let's see. Let's see. Sylvia says, "Well, you remember me saying I wish Harry and Meghan could just go somewhere and lay low? I hope they buy a beautiful farm and only come out for the special projects, Invictus. I hope so too. I hope so that they, they have a, quiet place in Montecito. It's quiet. They're doing everything that they need to do. It's just people are going, literally moving. There's this team from France who has been stalking and, stalking them and their neighbors, trying to get dirt about Harry and Meghan. British reporters have moved there. Paparazzi. I mean, so many people. This is a quiet place. This is a quiet place, and they have a quiet place. And no matter what quiet place that they go to, people are always going there to harass them, or they want. I mean, it's unbelievable that what is happening, and people who have the power to stop things are not doing anything about it. And so for me, it doesn't matter if they were in Wyoming, and still the Daily Mail got people visiting Wyoming to sell them their pictures, and then plastered it all over their paper. So wherever they go, even if it's a farm somewhere in the wilderness somewhere, I'm sure somebody's going to go there, try to find them. And so it got to a point where where they live is not the problem, is the people trying to get at them is the problem. So that the thing that needs to be addressed is the people coming after them. Because again, Montecito is a very quiet place. They didn't have a whole lot of paparazzi hanging around and people harassing people's neighbors and all of that stuff. So yeah, I just hope that that whomever is able to deal really severely with people harassing them. So yeah. Let's see. Um Fatima says Megan is suit is Megan. So after she left, it wasn't the same anymore. So I stopped watching it. Oh, okay. So I guess probably that's why Netflix And that's why Netflix is not doing the last two seasons, because Megan is there. And I also wonder, since Megan and Harry has a deal with Netflix, I wonder if Megan was a part of bringing it to Netflix. That would be interesting to to find out if she was a part of bringing it there. Which again, why not? Giving it even bigger platform than it had. So that would be awesome. You know. Let's see. So a couple more because I have to jet out in a minute. Let's see. TT Carter. Hello, TT. TT says when Megan wins her case against Sammy, and she has to pay the lawyer fees and everything, and then Megan would have her list of who she's going to sue after Harry's court cases. I'm telling you, that list is long. Megan. But again, Megan could also be like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on you. Say whatever you want to say. I'm just gonna go live my life. And I'm going to just be successful while you sit there doing whatever it is you do. She could also, hopefully for me, I want Megan to be able to live her life and be a creative and doing the fun things that she wants to do in her life and not have to focus on nasty people in this world. I hope that's what my hope is for her. Let's see. Um, um, mm, 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 mm. Let's go down a little bit and see. One more for the day. Um, Karen Warner says, I was on call when Verda called in and I could hear the disgust in her voice. Yep. And she is right. And that is where most of us are. This is a mental marathon. This is so important. Thank you, Karen, because it is. And I just want to say, guys, please take care of yourselves. Please, 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 please take care of yourself. This is a lot. This is a lot. Take a break. Take time to get away from all this stuff because it can really mess you up mentally and really damage your mental health. And I know there's a lot of different Sussex days, a lot of different podcasts around. Take a break. Make sure you're going out and smelling the roses and having your life and get away from this mess. This is way too much. And I'm really happy that the Sussexes just sort of they just pull away. And sometimes they said, Harriet and Meghan talk about like they don't even allow their friends to tell them about what's posted, what's in the media, because it can really be damaging to your mental health. I've made a decision, like for right now, I'm not going to do a podcast every single day because it's a lot. It is too much. It can really, like, you can really spend the rest of all day thinking about this stuff, and then it's just like you focus on nothing else, and then you end up mentally messed up. And I don't want to be mentally messed up. So just it is a marathon. Take it slow. we don't have to soak up everything every single day, which is what the press wants you to do. What they want you to just be all up in it every single day. What it does, it just gives them clicks and money, and at the expense of our mental health. So please know it is a marathon. It's going to take a while. Just get off get off the road for a bit, and just take a break, relax, and then you could come back at it. So anyways, I have to jet, unfortunately. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And yeah, I will see you. Thank you to our mother. Oh, I see Lydia's here. Hello, Lydia. How are you? I am so happy to see you. Wait, I don't know if I saw Karen Edelman and Cookies and Cream, but if you're here and I just missed you somehow, thank you always to all our wonderful mods who are here, and also our other mods who are, were being mods today too. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back. Um, I'll be back. What is today? Oh, tomorrow actually. Tomorrow actually, I will be back. I don't have a very busy day, so I can spend more time hanging out and chatting. But anyways, Have a fantastic day. Thank you guys. Thank you to our awesome. I don't even have my screenshot of all our wonderful 2 cent Screw members who support the channel monthly. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our Gold Star supporters who support in the chat, who support via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Thanks, Super Stickers, or those donations that you see in the chat, pop up in the chat. Thank you all so much for your support. I appreciate it and appreciate all of you. And Nadine, we're looking for that poem, so send it. Yeah, it just is so powerful and I so appreciate it. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Have a fantastic day. Again, protect your mental health. We definitely need all of us here. Again, as Karen said, it's a marathon, so get off if you need to and come back if you like. So spend some time for yourself and come back so that we're all mentally sound at the end of it. So I love you guys. Have a fantastic day, and I shall see you next time. Bye.